Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Slurry P. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Friday the 15th of December. There were quite a lot, it took me quite a long time to set it all up, that's why this is being released now and not last night. We got 27 plus. I'm going to say now, let's take it as read that all of the buildings that I look at have got great textures, they look fantastic, nicely weathered, because otherwise I'm going to be saying that for every single one, and let's just take that as read that that's absolutely fine. We've got a load of updates as well today. The map Bally Spring has had a massive, monumental update. By Irish Connor, Glengar Boy and Air Agri Modding. That is definitely going to need a new save game. The map's been expanded, tons of stuff added. People have messaged me to say they haven't updated the map, they don't want to update it, but they've changed some of the required mods. So in doing that and then going back onto their map, it has still changed things on their map, especially if you spend a lot of time setting a load of stuff up. So potentially you may have problems even if you don't update it. So just that's something to be aware of. The map Ossikust22 by Take It LS has had an update, but a save game is not new save game is not needed. The Case IH AFS Connect Steiger Series, yeah, by Carl Farms and Custom Modding. The Platform Trailer with Crane by Pascal Kautz. The Lizard Bulwer 2 by JMZ VNSFDG2, the Crude Oil Production by Bartson V3, the VDI Old Sheep Stable by Vertex Design, the Christmas Pack by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir, the Queenslander Farmhouse by 2-Bit Modding, and the Modernised Flour Mill by ADub Modding ABP team have all had updates. In front of me we have got the Concrete Pillar with Timber Poles. This by PiPi is 0.14 megabyte download, one slot for the actual parts themselves. As you can see, concrete pillars, wooden timbers across the middle, metal brackets, place like fences, and that is exactly where you'll find them. Under decoration, under fences, just there, 43, and then the price obviously will vary. Placing is the same as any fencing, or whatever angles you want to do. You can see the brackets become larger. That's as close as I can zoom in. Brackets become larger the more stretched out till they reach their maximum width, and then they switch over to the next one. And as you can see, there's no brackets, and the brackets get bigger as you go further out. So depending on whether you want the brackets or not will depend on the size you might want these. And then deleting is done the same way you delete any fencing or anything, to be fair. We're going to demolish, and we can demolish individual panels or just follow along the line and take the whole lot out. So there we go. Concrete Pillar with Timber Poles by PiPi. Next we've got this. This is very cool. I like this as an idea. This is the Wardrobe Locker. This is by Jason, aka J-Rock. 2.1 megabyte download, 4 slots on console, 500 to buy. It's a locker you can place wherever you like. We can open the door on the locker, get to there, and we've got our wardrobe trigger. So wherever you want to put it. In the middle of a field, if you want. Under build mode, under tools is where you'll find it. Just there on the end. Slot count was 4, will come down to 1. For the Wardrobe Locker by Jason, aka J-Rock. Very nice indeed. Next, behind us, we have got the Silo for Grape and Olive. Olives, not just one olive. Grapes and olives, should I say. 3.02 megabytes download, 11 slots, 40,000 to buy. This will hold 250,000 litres of each material. As we go closer to it, you'll see bottom right, 250,000, 250,000. So that's not a 500,000 litre as far as I can tell. So you can mix it either way. I think it's 250,000 litre, literally of each. You can't go beyond that, so have more of one, less of the other, I think, as far as I could tell. But that's by Grimlock RRC. Build mode and silos, I think this one was. Out on the very end there. As I said, 40 grand. Slot count will come down from 11 to 1. And you've got a nice shelter underneath for placing any vehicles, machinery and equipment you want to related to potentially grapes and olives. Lovely job. Silo for grapes and olives by Grimlock RRC. Next we've got this here. This is the grain silo with workshop. This is by Brummie Farmer, 10.88 megabytes download, 22 slots on console, 98,000 to buy. Sorry if I'm speaking fast. 800,000 litre capacity of standard crop types. This is not a multi-fruit silo. Putting into the silo is done here on the side. Taking out is done through that light fitting. I'm joking, it's not done through the light fitting. There's a little pipe just behind it, just there, that runs down. I pulled underneath thinking, that's weird. But no, the pipe's just behind it. We've then got our workshop trigger, just in here. Now, I haven't found a light switch, so I think the lights are going to be automatic. I have looked on the posts and pillars. You watch me find one now. I haven't come across one, so I think the lighting will be automatic. So, workshop trigger is just here. So, silo with workshop. Under build mode, this was under silos as well, wasn't it? I believe. Yeah, next one in. There you go, 98 grand. Slot count on that was, what did I say it was? 22. That will come down to 1 as well. That's the grain silo with workshop by Brummie Farmer. Next, we've got the building farm set. Of course we have. 27 mods is not enough when you need whole sets of mods as well. There are 4 within this set. This is by RajotGPLAY, 48.91 megabytes download. We've got the garage, which is just there. The garage is 26 slots, 20,000 to buy. We've got the shed, which is that one there. That's 5 slots, 10,000 to buy. We've got workshop, which is this one here. That's 28 slots, 27,000 to buy. And then we've got, on the end that way, we've got the Cowbarn. Cowbarn is 52 slots, 60,000 to buy, and will hold 30 cows. As I said, about, you know, because some of these I'm looking and thinking, oh, these are so nice. They look so yeah, they look great. Texturing, detail, design, fantastic. There's no lighting in this one. Double door, not drive through. Someone had a bit of paint, but not quite enough to finish the wall. Could be plaster, actually, to be fair. That's the garage. That's the shed. Again, no lighting. I love the fact all the panels and stuff, like the doors, and as we go along, is this one or is this one? The panels are all sort of different. Some are partially rusted, some aren't. It's been sort of put together with stuff, you know, or patched up over time. Nice detailing, like that. And we've got this garage here. Side door, main door, with workshop. Workshop trigger is just there. Again, I didn't find a light switch. Back hall has been breeze blocked up. If we whiz down the other end to the queues, this building there's just doors everywhere. Doors galores. Small door here as we go in. Yes, thank you. Feed trigger and straw trigger is just in here. They don't require water, that is built in. No lighting on this section here, but we did have a light switch. Where was that? I did find it there on the wall just here. Got a light switch there. Again, I like the going on one at a time. Little farm office just in here. And if we come round the side, we do have a hayloft bit here. If I can get the ladder, because I didn't. There we go, we're in. Hayloft, small barrel work would probably be better. Chucking them up here. Ooh, bit of bricky work needed in there. And you can chuck them down into there if you wish. So, I'm not going to go into all of the different locations. Like I said, I've got so much to get through today. So, sheds and sheds is where you find those. That you'll find under build mode and tools. That you'll find under animals and cows. That's the building farm set by RajotGPLAY. Next we've got this, the metal hall with extension. This by ikas, 8.86 megabytes download, 19 slots on console, 80,000 to buy with a colour option too. Can turn it off now. Lovely looking. Lovely looking. Side door here, main door here. Plenty of room inside. As you can see, we do have lighting, and the light switch is just here on the wall. That does the lights in both sets of buildings. No, it doesn't. I thought it did. Oh, there's too many buildings today. I can't remember all the light switches are. Light switches for there. Is there a light switch in there? There we go. Light switch here. Open gate. This one I will show you. Under build mode and sheds. Just there. And I'll show you this because it has colour options as well. Slot count comes down from 19 to 1. That's our building. If we tab across on our D-pad, we can scroll through the various different colour options available. As you can see, it only does that shed, doesn't do the shed to the left. That's the metal haul with extension by ikas. Now, unlike the mod review I did the other day, where I had 3 cow barns and then a hog barn, and I said cows for all of them, these are all cows. So we've had 1 cow barn already, we've got 3 more. This is the old Brick Cowb by RajotGPLAY, 30.13 megabytes download, 68 slots, 100,000 to buy, and it will hold 100 cows. You'll find all of these under build mode, animals and cows. Now this was one I was going to say, I love, again, loads of doors, milk point this end, doors opening and closing, side door here which can go right the way through the building, around the back. We've got lots of little offices and storage spaces. There's no workshop trigger in here, but there's loads here. That opens as well, you can go up into the hayloft. He says, come on, go into the hayloft, there we go. Small hayloft up top here, if you want to use it. Another little office here. Looks like this one's just been cobbled together. You're welcome. It's become all the way around. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Slurry point just here. Yeah, look at the patchwork on the doors. Trigger here for feed and bedding as we come in. Little U shape there. And then our dialogue box with our point for taking our animals in is there. Where was the light switch on here? Was it on the wall here? Oh, there we go. Light switch. There we go. That's a nice looking one, that. I like the layout, the design, the patchwork of the stuff, the wall, all of it. Yeah, it's good. So that's the old Brick Cowb by RajotGPLAY. Next, we've got by Krecik. It's Krecik, isn't it? Yeah, Krecik. The old German Cowbarn. This is 17.29 megabytes download. 11 slots, 40,000 to buy. This will hold 10 cows. Slurry point on the end of here. Again, little sort of workshop area. Main door opens here. We have got a milk point there. We have got a dialogue box, and we have got our feed and bedding trigger just here. These triggers are all quite close on top of each other. The dialogue box one, I had to go quite further in. There we go, to get that one to come up. But the feed and bedding triggers work fine. No problem at all. Another side bit here, and we have got some storage space up the top. Again, this has no lighting. It's an old barn, but we have a hole in here. Put in stuff if we want to. That one does open, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. So again, small bale work if you want to do small bales and start throwing them around. If you're doing this with multiplayer with friends and stuff, again, looks cracking. Nice looking building, nicely made and detailed. Sorry, I wasn't going to say that. That's the old German Cowbarn by Krecik. Next, we have got also by RajotGPLAY. Blimey, got a lot by RajotGPLAY today. This is the Big Cowbarn. This will hold 72 cows. Now this is a curious one because in the description this talks about it says maximum number of animals 72, 48 adults plus possible 24 young calves. I mean, you can, it's the same with any animal pen. You can, if it's got a capacity, you could do half the capacity to fill it up, knowing that when they reproduce you will get young calves to a certain amount, because this will take 72. It's, yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's just what it said. 18.03 megabytes download, 29 slots on console, 82 grand to buy. Milk point is just here. These side doors do open into these sections. Feed and bedding done down the middle. Dialogue box just here. Again, this side door opens, so if you want to go for a more immersive, open the doors, back up your trailer, whatever you're going to do, you absolutely can. Light switch is just on the wall here, it says turn off light, there we go. Like so. There's a slurry point around the back. With all of these, if they don't have a manure point in them, they will require manure heaps placed. As I said, all under build mode, all under animals, all under cows. So if we go for the building farm set, slot count will come down to 3 on that one. If we go to the first one we looked at, that one there, the slot count comes down to 3 on that one. The German one, slot count comes down to 1, and then the Big Cowbarn, the final one we looked at, slot count will come down to 2. So that's the slot counts on all of those. Next, over here, this massive building. This is the Long Chicken Barn by Dudeek112 and Barney. This is 14.31 megabytes download, 30 slots on console, 60,000 to buy, and this will house 600 chickens. As you can see, we already have some heggage. Lights on. I thought that did the exterior lights. Was that light switch down the other end? Could be. Massively long building. Feed trigger is right smack bang in the middle. Actually, we'll go to the other end. So the chickens are inside all the time. There's no external part to this. We do have an office to the side here, and we do have a light switch here as well. We do have a light switch in here for the office. Open the door to the exterior. Oh, that's interesting. Because that exterior light switch there does that outdoor light. The one on the other end did the interior light, not the exterior light. I thought that would do both. But anyway, we've got an exterior light there and our dialogue box just here for our chickens for putting in and taking out. You'll find this under build mode, under animals, under chickens. Right on the end there, 60 grand slot count will come down to 2 for any subsequent one you decide to place after that. Next, we've got this. This is the lizard loading triangles. This is by, is it Makkus? I think it was Makkus. Sorry, I do this every single time. Terrible handwriting. Yes, Makkus. This is, there are one slot each. There are 2 of these. Now, these are decorative in so much as, unless you've got equipment that has got the triangular quick attachment on them, because I thought, oh well, if you put those on there, they'll still attach to other things. They won't. It's only if you've got equipment that goes to it. And there's nothing that comes with this pack. This is literally just the lizard loader triangles. These are front loaders only. So I've got a front loader vehicle, but they'll work on front loaders on tractors as well. These you'll find under, I think it's just under front loader technology. Tools and front loaders. Just there. There we go. Euro triangle and SMS triangle. Slot counts on those were 1 anyway. No options, get them just like that. So yeah, if you've got any items that have got the triangular quick attach, that's what they're for. Otherwise, it is more decorative than anything else. That's the lizard loading triangles by Makkus. Next, we've got this representative of a couple, same as the other one was. This is the lizard front bumper series by Krecik136. 6.19 megabytes download. These are 2 slots and 3 slots. There are 2 of these. Options are exactly the same apart from the weight on them, that's all. Nice looking bits of kit with lighting and indicators on them, as you'll see when we turn the lights on. That's cool. Indicators. We can't raise and lower these manually, we have just got to raise and lower. But we do have some different hitch attachments, so we can alter the height of them. You'll see what I mean. You'll find under tools and weights. It's got the Type 1900, the Type 2400. I said the slot count was 2 on this one, 3 on that one. Slot count comes down to 1, and I assume will be the same on the other one. So the first one, the weight of this is 350 kilo, 675 kilo, 975 kilo, 1.4 ton, and back again. And then this one will show you all the options because it's the same on both. This one's 350, 725, 1.4, 1.7, and back again. So it fills up inside. You don't see any difference from the outside, but it fills up inside. You've then got reflectors and stickers. We've got front and side, just front, just side, none at all. You've got without towing sling, slung to the left, slung to the right, or no. That's just decorative, doesn't do anything as far as I can tell. Then you've got a low lifting height. I don't think it changed anything on here, but you've got low lifting height, medium or high lifting height. So depending on which one you have that on will depend on how high the weight sits when you've got it attached onto your 3-point link. We've got main colour, anything on this palette here, which does that. Front reflector colour. First one will do that. Second one will do the bits that are white. Then we've got side reflector colour, so we can change those. Again, to anything you want, really. On that palette. Those are options for that weight. That's the Lizard Front Bumper Series by Krecik136. Also by Krecik136, we've got this. This is the Lizard High Dump Bucket. This is 3.09 megabytes download, 2 slots on console with an 8,000 litre capacity. This you'll find under wheel loaders. So we go to our wheel loaders. Right there, 8,250. Slot count will come down to 1. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like that. The standard in-game McCormick is 4,000, so it's double the capacity, and then depending on what other... I mean, there are so many different mods available. Anyway, so it's 8,000 litres of high dump goodness. As you can see, actually, I'm going to go and dump that somewhere else because that's been plaguing the life out of me. That's been left over from another mod review. There you go. The Lizard High Dump Bucket by Krecik136. Next, we've got this. This is the Slurry Pit by KalifZerich. This is 0.28 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 2,500 to buy. Now, this isn't a storage pit, interestingly. This is under factories. This is to simulate the production of slurry over time. It's a curious one. You find it under build mode. You find it under production, under factories, just there. As I said, 2,500. Slot count of 4 comes down to 1 for any subsequent one you buy. Buy and placing, rotation, like so. But then when you come to manage production, he says, pressing the wrong button, cycles per month, 2,400. Production cost is nothing. It produces slurry. That's what it does. Press start, and that will start producing slurry. I think it holds, was it 40,000 litres, I want to say? I'm sure it was 40,000 it said. Oh no, storage capacity 10,000 litres. So it'll do 10,000 litres at a time, and that will gradually start producing. So over a period of time, you will have slurry. Now, obviously, if you've got cows or pigs, they will do that anyway. But if you just want to have that somewhere you might go and visit, you might have another farm on the map or something where you go and collect your slurry from. So as a narrative, a storyline sort of thing, that works quite well. I mean, it'll fill with slurry over time. That's the Slurry Pit by KalifZerich. Next, we've got this, the Elmer's Haulmaster. This is by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. This is 13.38 megabytes download, 12 slots on console. We do already have an Elmer's auger wagon. This one will take everything. It's rather cool and rather nice. Sight window as well on the side there. Pretty cool. This you'll find under tools and auger wagons. Generally speaking, auger wagons will do your standard crop types and seed and fertiliser. Some, as you go along, are specific to potato and sugar beet. And if we get to this one here, it does everything. The Colossus root cart's the same. I mean, that's awesome. Anyway, we're not doing that one. The Elmer's Haulmaster mod, 124 grand. Slot count will come down to 1. 400 horsepower. Did I say what slot count was on that? 12, yeah. Slot count will come down to 1. 400 horsepower required. We've got the option of 46,000 litre. We've got 56,000 litre or 70,000 litre are our options. We've got Wheelbrand, Elmer's, which is on the track. We've got Mitas. All of these have a single and a twin. BKT. Michelin. I got in trouble again the other day for that. Michelin, sorry. It's always been Michelin. Where my dad's Michelin, he was always mucking around, but Michelin I think it's supposed to be. Sorry. That and that. I didn't need to justify that, but anyway, that and that. And then back to Elmer's. So if we go for this, I'll leave it on that for the moment. We've got cover colour option, anything on that palette there, like so. Main colour, anything on this palette. Pipe colour, again, anything on that palette. Rim colour, the reason I did that was because if you've gone for tracks, it doesn't change the rim colour. So I need a wheel option on there. And there's a license plate option on there as well. Start this up. Cover open and closed, like so. Pipe out. Nice animation on the pipe unfold. And sounds. Now we do have the option to adjust the nozzle like that. And we do have the option for raising and lowering of the pipe depending on what it is you're loading or unloading onto or loading onto. Unload speed's pretty quick. As you can see, interior nicely designed and put together with the auger that runs on the bottom. Track sections move very nicely. Nice bit of flex, nice bit of bounce. It's a cool bit of kit. I'm trying to think, do we have the option for adjustment on that? No, we didn't. I wasn't sure if we could adjust the actual angle of the trailer, but I think it's designed to be tipped back like that. Anyway, yeah. Very cool. The Elmer's Haulmaster by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. Next, we've got the CLAAS trailer pack. This is representative of... Is it 3 or 4? I think it might be 4. It's by Rohne. I think it's Rohne. 13.67 megabytes download. 4 slots each. These you will find. Other tools. Under header trailers. So we've got the header 930, 1080, 1230, 1380. So we've got 9.3 metres, 7.8, 12.3, 13.8. Hence the numbers. And like I say, the options on all 4 are exactly the same. So we've got class new, we've got class old, or we've got cat. We've got canola blades box, yes or no. A decorative item, doesn't open or close or anything. And then we've got, depending on what header you're using in the class range, we've got Convio or Vario. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. And they are header trailers. We do have a beacon on the back. It's details like that, even down to the springs. On the, you know, it's very easy to dismiss a mod that's simple. It's just a header trailer. You put a header on it, you know. But the level of detail, and I've got models of class harvesters with header trailers, and I mean it's exact. I mean absolutely. Very nice indeed. The class header trailer pack by Rohne. Next, we're out to the field for the field equipment. We've got the 3 Disc Plow by naimog mod, 4.54 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, 1.2 meters wide, and it looks like this. You will find it, no surprise, under plows. Just there. 1,300 slot count was, I just said it, 2, comes down to 1. 60 horsepower required, that's all. Options, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Like that. This will give you the option to create new fields if you want to. Drop it down and plough. But like I said, if you want to, I mean, you've again, animations on that as we're moving forward with the discs turning. But if I want to create a new field, I mean, you probably wouldn't want to create a new field with a plough this small, but there you go. That's the 3 Disc Plow by naimog mod. Drop that off. Next, these are both by VuleX. We've got 2 disc Harrows. These are separate mods, not a pack, but they are both by the same modder. So we've got Lizard Disc Harrow 20. This is 5.92 megabytes download, 5 slots, 1.8 meters wide. The next one, they're right next to each other, so that one, the red one just ahead of us, we'll have a look at that as well. That's the Lizard Homemade Disc Harrow, 4.71 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 3.5 meters wide. Unfortunately, there's no 3 meter cultivator today, I'm sorry. We're either just under or just over. I don't know what to say. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, under Disc Harrows. So, the Disc Harrow 20, 1,500 slot count comes down to 1. Only 20 horsepower required. For that, no options available. The Disc Harrow Homemade, 6 grand. Slot count also comes down to 1. 90 horsepower required. Again, no options. Just like that. So, drop it down. It will cultivate like that. On ground that will bring up stones, it's already had some prep work done. On a field that's already been mulched. it will shallow cultivate. So as you'll see, a field that hasn't been mulched, it's just been harvested, it will shallow cultivate. Most disc harrows do, but not all do. And then the homemade, should do the same thing, I think. Yep, and as we go into a bit that's been mulched, shallow cultivation. 1.8 metre and 3.5 metre cultivators, both from VuleX. What's next? Next, actually, it's just here. Like I say, it's almost like I've planned it, organised it. This is also representative of a pack. This is the Samson SD2 pack by Schnibbl Modding. 10.01 megabytes download, 12 slots each on console. We have different widths. These are designed to attach onto any slurrying implement that has the attachment points on it. Pipes will hook up. We have got cultivating on here with rollers, but it puts it all down through where it's cultivated. As you see, the pipes all go down. You've seen bits and bobs like this before, but you know, these are incredibly detailed and incredibly well made. Like, again, the level of detail is staggering, just staggering. So if we go to our slurry tanks, we start with the SD500, 5 metres wide, 100 horsepower required. The SD600, 6 metres wide, 120 horsepower required. And I've got the SD700, which is the 7 metre, 140 horsepower. Options on these, we've got US, no, or yes. Just puts the triangle on. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. That's the same for all three. So, start that up. You'll see the pipe hook up. There you go. Pipe connects, unfold. Now we can activate double application. That's more from the tanker than the actual piece of equipment, but it will do it. Turn it on, drop it down. Shouldn't go over the tarmac, but you know. See, it's going darker. We are putting our fertiliser down, and this should. There you go. As you can see, not best designed for turning. Gentle curves, yes. At the end of a field, it needs to be lifted and turned because it hasn't got a swivel attachment or anything like that on it. None of them do. That's not necessarily specific to this or a problem with this one. Lights and indicators, brake lights as well. Does the job. The Samson SD2 pack by Schnibbl Modding. Next, we've got this. This is lovely. I like this. This is the Nordsten CLD 25 by, I'm going to say Michael Pirko, but it might be Michael. Apologies. 18.26 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 2.5 meters wide. It is a cedar. It's a little tiny cedar, and it's brilliant. Again, the level of detail is phenomenal. Under cedars, out on the very end there, 3,500, 25 horsepower required. That's all to run it, which is awesome. 300 litre seed tank on it. We've got cover, yes or no. I think I went no because I wanted to see what was moving in and around there. We've got track eradicators at the front, so if your tractor has caused a bit of compaction, that will remove that compaction before it does the seeding. We've got main colour, used or new. I prefer the used, but yeah, it may not be your jam. Design colour again, used or new. Those are options. Start this up. If we open the cover, like that, float in there as well. This needs to be unfolded. We do have ridge markers. We need to unfold the cedar first. So we'll do that, that, and that. Now ridge markers, we can go left ridge marker, right ridge marker. We'll put them both up out of the way if you want to use your ridge markers. I've got it on oats, but it's regular cedar. It is already lowered, raised. I'll apply that. It's that detail of the back bit swinging, the chain moving. So when I fold that back up again, there's a couple little chains up the top there. Look at the chain swinging. It's little details like that. Really cool. So turn it on. Sorry, turn it on, drop it down. This is not a direct drill, so it will need to be operated on a piece of ground that has been previously cultivated, mulched. So, you know, something needs to be done with it already, but so it's a little bit easier to see as well on the ground, because obviously that's shallow cultivation on that one. Is that actually seed? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. That's the Nordsten CLD 25 by Michael Pivko. Next, we've got this. This is the Madara Aggro Rolling Bear by Eid123. 4.8 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. It says 5.8, 5.9 meters. I mean, it's fractional between the two. This doesn't extend or anything, so it's one of those two, but it's okay. Some interesting colour options on this as well, but it's a roller. You can either have it as a crop roller, a field roller, or you can have it as a roller for seed bed, or you can have it as a grass roller. So when you cut grass down, you can then roll over and it will give you a fertilising state. Depending on whether you're running precision farming and stuff like that, there's always caveats and various little odds and ends here and there. But this you will find under rollers, just there, 9,300. Slot count will come down to 1 from, what did I say, it was 4. 120 horsepower required. We'll run at 11 miles an hour. So yeah, soil roller or grass roller are the two options. Main colour does the chassis framework, and then design colour does the rollers. Like so. I will be stationary when I unfold it. Because once it's down, it's down. You can't unfold it and then move it, because if you're already on a field, you will start rolling straight away. And there we go. That's the Madara Aggro Rolling Bear by Eid123. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard. Let's get this right. This is the Lizard NS2 292120 by Team JZD Vidhostis. 12.95 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. This trailer is a double compartment, so you've got 12,000 litres, 12,000 litres, depending on the configuration you go for. This you'll find under trailers, just there. Slot count will come down from 4 to 1. So standard configuration is 21,000 litres. That's split between the two. And then you've got extension to 24. So yeah, so the 10,500 or 12,000 litres in each. Now you can do separate crops as well. It doesn't have to be the same crop in both. So individual for all intents and purposes. We've then got terrain tyres or road tyres are the two choices there. You've got with or without reflectors on the sides. Main colour, anything on that palette, like that. Design colour for the wood bits at the top, I assume it's sort of wood grain, isn't it? Yeah. But if you want to go for like a more composite board, you could go for a grass one. That's type 2. Rim colour, anything on that palette, and license plate option on there too. I've got seed and fertilised. Now our tip options on this, we have got tip side left and right. I've got it on right at the moment. That's at the front. We've then got tip side rear, left and right. So if I go back to front right and unload here. Then you'll be able to see the mechanism working on the rear. Tip side rear right, unload here, there you go. Does the job. That's the Lizard NS2 292120 by Team JZD Vid Hostess. Next we've got this right next to us. Should turn the lorry off. That's right. We've got this. I always get this wrong. Haul SLW Series by Krecik136. 25.41 megabytes download. 8 slots on console. Sorry, 8 slots or 9 slots. There are 2 of these. Just different capacities. These are forage trailers. These aren't regular trailers. These will only do forage crops. So your grass, hay, straw, wood chip, total mix ration. Does it do sugar beet? I'm trying to remember. We'll have a look at the options in this. Nicely made and detailed. This is the larger. This is the larger of the 2. Words, Mr. Silly P. Words. These you'll also find on trailers. Just there. So we got the 45TN or the 50TN. 55 grand, 73 grand. As I said, was it 8 slots and 9 slots? 8 slots for that one, 9 slots for that one. 45,000 litre, 52,000 litre. I went for the 52, but the options are the same on both. So we have got the option of Michelin, Trelleborg, Vredestein, BKT, back to Michelin. Under Michelin we've got standard, wide, Trelleborg, just that. Vredestein we've got more options. We've got standard, wide, standard 2, wide 3. Back to standard, and then BKT, just that. You've got new branding or old branding on the side. Main colour does the chassis framework underneath and at the back like that. And then rim colour option like that. Those are your choices. Now we do have on this the option 4, so we can adjust the angle of this. We've got to get this right because one of these does that bar at the front, that one there. So that one up and down does that. Then side to side gives our adjustment. Sorry, the third axle like that. And then on that one we have got adjustment of the actual trailer from the hitch to get the level just right depending on what you're towing it with. So a few different options on that. Then unloading. Nice smooth animation. Fairly speedy unload. Lights and indicators. Oh, I didn't even... That's going to drive me nuts. Sorry. I didn't go through those options, did I? So we go. Grass. It was sugarcane. Wood chip. Total mix ration. Straw. Silage. Hay. And chaff. Should have said that before. Apologies. There you go. That's the Haul SLW Series by Krecik136. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard Pickup Rural F75. This is by Perrin Moddings and Granjero. 18.43 megabytes download. 7 slots for the vehicle and then 3 slots for each of the backs. As you can see, we've got a livestock option, we've got bale options, and we've got water and milk tank options. One thing I will say about this, there's no suspension movement. Not just there's no suspension movement. This bounces a little bit. I found when it goes over rough ground, I got a lot of... It kind of flicks it around. Bouncing's the wrong word. I'll show you. I don't want to do the mod as a disservice or anything like that. I like the look of it. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I like the options for these backs as well. But anyway, that being said, I'll show you in a moment. It's just what I found. So 28,500, slot count comes down to 190 horsepower. We've got the option of Continental or BKT. BKT is just those, and the Continental we've got that, that, or that. I think I went for that. But I quite like the look of those. Main colour, anything on that palette. I went for standard. You got a sort of a standard, you've got an aged, and then a metallic on each of those. Bumper colour, again, anything on this palette. We've got some metallics across the front and then various different options to choose from. Rim colour, again, and metallics across the top, including white, gold and bronze fire and things like that. But then if you want to go for something that mixes and matches with what you've got, then the license plate option on there as well. Then we come from there, we go down to our tools and we go down to miscellaneous. So we've got the metal bodywork there, 3,500, slot count 3 comes down to 1. So you've got barrel trailer option, just like that. You've got a 500 litre tank, 4 mil cool water, 950 litres, or an Unreal 8000. Now it could be that I went for the 8000 that's causing the bounce, but then when I put the livestock back on it, it did the same thing again. But then you've got an option for awning, yes or no. So if you want to take those all off and go for the bale option, you've got an awning option there as well. Bodywork colour again to match up or mix with what you've got for your main vehicle. And then if we go to our wood bodywork, standard on bale trailer or animal transport. Now on animal transport, this will transport 2 cows, 6 pigs, 6 sheep or 2 horses it will take. So bale trailer or animal transport. Got side stripe no, and then we run through a whole selection of different coloured side stripes until we come back to no again. Standard floor, wooden floor 2, or back again. I think I went for wooden floor 2. And then bodywork colour again, mix and match with what you've gone for. Like so. Start this up. Lights. We've got L1, right stick side to side, does this door. R1, right stick side to side, does the other door. Interior. Horn. Like I said, it could be because I've gone for 8,000 litres, but it just, like I said, there's no, so I don't want to knock it, but it's just something that became quite obvious when I hit a bump. It kind of does this strange, the whole thing kind of bounces. Now it's not going to do it, is it? Probably because I'm not going at speed. It's got up to 73 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know, it's just got sort of slightly strange physics to it. Because it's quite stiff, solid, there's no flex to any of it. I think that's probably why. But anyway, you can unfold the back if you've gone for bale option or you know, whatever option you've gone for. A livestock version. You do have the option on this to open and close the back for a more realistic loading and unloading. Like that. No, it's not doing it. It's alright. There you go. That's the Lizard Pickup Rural F75 by Perrin Moddings and Granjero. Next we've got this. This is the Case IH Quadtrack 2013. This is by VR Power Bauer Simon. 17.44 megabytes download, 35 slots. On console. This you'll find, not surprisingly, under large tractors. Slot count will come down to 2. We've got 525 horsepower, 560 horsepower, 613, 648, 692. Being the highest we'll go up to. EU configuration or US configuration. Beacon light no. Left, right, both. Then you got a smaller option. Right, did I say left and right? Right and left, or both. Then you got license plate option. Now, I think I've got it turned off. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. This is front and back. Oh, there you go. So we've got license plate option. Oh, it's because I haven't got the front bar on. If I go for the EU configuration, there we go. With the front bar down the bottom there, you've got license plate down the bottom on the bumper or up the top on the cab. Or if you've got number plates turned off, it won't make any difference at all. So those are your options for that. Then on the back, you've got standard hitch only, or you've got rear linkage. Then main colour. Any one of these. You've got old, new, black or blue. And the same with design colour. Let's go for blue. That does the seats inside. Like that. Then license plate option, as you've seen already. Hop in, start it up. Beacons. Lights. Horn. We have got, hang on. Left door opens, and then from in cab, we'll do it from here. We've got the right window that opens like that. Interior, nicely detailed. 24 miles an hour. No other options for tracks or anything like that. Nice bit of body roll and lean on that as well. There you go. That's the Case IH Quad Track 2013 by VR Power Bauer Simon, which brings us on to the last of the mods for Friday the 15th. We've got 2 maps as well. I'm going to get on to those today. We have got Sumiduro Farm by Andrade ML Modding, Wesley Franco, Marcos Renegados Modi, and we've got Honkakorpi by Yamo. I think we've got one from Yamo, haven't we? So I will get onto both of those as soon as humanly possible once I've got this edited and up. But the final mod for yesterday, is the ALLIS Charmers Series 7000 by Julian F. Modding. 24.83 megabytes download, 11 slots on console. You'll find this under medium tractors, I think it was. Just there, 63,200 for the base model. We start at 146 horsepower, 156 horsepower, 161 or 181 horsepower being the top end for the 7080. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, I broke again today, Mitas, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg we have got I think it's the same all of them. Michelin, Continental, Mitas, just the wides, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Exhaust system 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a whole load of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think it went back to 1, didn't it? Yeah, back to 1 again. 19 options on your exhausts. Then we've got the acoustic cab 1977 to 1981 or 1974 to 1976. Those 2 options. Front weight options. Main colour. This is the chassis underneath, so you've got the 1977 to 1981 or the 74 to 76, sort of, not rust red. Well, I suppose. Now, what's that? Is that like a primer red, isn't it? Reddish brown. And then rim colour, white or black. License plate option on there too, if you want one. It's quite quiet. Lights. Top lights, nice big set of rear lights. There you go. Just need to get it rolling coal. interior. Don't think, do we have doors or windows open on this? No, we didn't, no. Those mirrors sit quite... I just suddenly thought, those are mirrors there, aren't they? They sit quite a long way back, don't they? Anyway, there you go. Nice way to end. On the ALLIS Chalmers Series 7000 by Julian F. Modding. That's it for the mods for Friday the 15th of December. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.